Hey everyone, let's talk about Pavlov's gun game. I'd like to break down a quick run and bring up some points that I hope you'll find useful whether you're a beginner or a more experienced player. Now, a gun game is pretty fast paced. This round only took a bit over 3 minutes, so I'll apologize in advance for the lousy video editing that I'll have to do just to be able to point things out more easily. Okay, straight into Siberia, and I'm heading for the nearest entry. You always need to watch for people on the left and up the stairs. There's one. I couldn't quite get enough bullets into OldSlappywag, but that's alright. Back to my least favorite spawn point so far from the action. Ah, there he is again. Does he take the bait? He does. And it only takes 2 shots, so teachable moment already. I'd say that was a bad call on OldSlappywag's part, for a couple of reasons. Firstly, we're engaging at medium range, and I've got the machine gun, whereas he's got the auto shotgun, which is a huge spread. This puts me at an advantage. Unless I'm a terrible shot, then he might have time to put enough lead in me. Secondly, he's pretty low on health at this point, so he definitely wouldn't have enough time to kill me. You can safely assume that anyone approaching from this spawn point where I was is going to have full health. A better move would have been for him to go into the building instead and look for an easy close-range kill. Or alternatively, he could have hidden behind that wall there and baited me into coming into close range. Then he'd have a better chance. Anyway, next is straight up the steps. Someone's shotgunning from the right. Didn't kill him, looking for who killed him. No one there. This area is a good place to pick up kills, but you don't want to stay there too long, because there are too many angles. A few too many of my shots went wide there. So a good kill for him, but he's pretty damaged. Hit check. Ouch. Now the funny thing is that I actually missed him on the first look here. Taking that back to right about here. Yep. Partially hidden behind that support. So the number one cause of death is not seeing your enemy, not knowing where he is. So you got sight, so check your angles. You got sound, so pay attention to everything you hear, and use your map knowledge. So if you know the usual routes, you can anticipate where people are going. Alright, who killed me? That came from behind. It's useful to know where you got killed from, because you might see that guy again very shortly. So, spawn points, know them but don't abuse them. If you come up on somebody spawning, bad luck for them. But don't feel too bad, because it can work the other way around too. Just don't sit there camping with your crosshairs on a spawn point. Okay, this head check here, this is for those guys who like to hide out down here in the showers. It's not sporting, people notice, and most importantly, it's not a winning strategy. Especially in gun game, because if you're hiding in a corner, then you're not out in the action and getting those kills quickly. Let's keep going. Now, when the action heats up, you've got to keep calm and stay smooth. Smooth means fewer mistakes means you kill faster, and then you can string together some nice kills transitioning from one target to the next until your health runs out. SMGs are very good for this, so get familiar with them. You shouldn't have to think. And that's a lucky tight shot with the Barrett, leaving me with everyone's least favorite sniper rifle. You need 2 shots, unless the first one is a headshot. I didn't realize that guy was already dying, and, well, neatly done, Senor Sneaky. I'll admit this bolt-action rifle is my weakness. I'm guilty of messing up my reloads often. Unless you're confident with your headshots, you've got better odds trying to keep people at medium range or further. Anybody with a rapid-fire weapon is going to give you huge problems. Yep, this is not the last time you'll see me do this.
What? Already a sniper?
Yes, friend, marvel at my sniper rifle. And how many times I'm going to die holding this thing. Now this is a good engagement distance, but still no joy. I've caught an easy target here, so let's take some time. Nail your basic mechanics. You know what your gun handling weaknesses are. Many people get stuck on the snipers, for instance. Bolt action reloads are a common problem, and so is aiming. One tip to get that scope in a solid position is to fix your trigger hand to something. It could be the front of your headset, it could be your chin, whatever. Have that contact at some point on your face so that you can get into the same position instantly, every time. And this means that the only free-floating part of your aiming setup is going to be your other hand. Doing this will also place the scope front and center in, well, an anatomically impossible position, but very effective sight picture for aiming. This is a bit similar to the concept of the cheek weld with a real gun. Incidentally, I don't use virtual stock. Yes, it can help steady your hands, but I avoid it because it slows down your movement with the other guns, which is not great at all, for a gun game at least. Anyhow, even if you're not the fastest, most accurate sniper, you can still muddle through by keeping at a distance and picking your targets and timing well. Okay, let's take this back a bit. We'll go from here. Miss, solid hit, and follow up. Yes, and a very convenient headshot to Dockman and his dancing rifle. Once you're on to the semi-auto sniper rifles, it's all downhill really. You don't even need to use the scope unless you're at mid to long range. With this spaz shotgun, engagement range is also really important, so I go looking for a suitable target not too far away. That was a nice one-shot by Doc Main. Enjoy the sweet revenge, Doc. I like to put that extra shell in my shotgun and extend the stock for stability. This guy. Oh, he's turned the corner. There's someone else here. Got him. And Army Chief has slipped one in while I was pumping the shotgun. Now, this one's more accurate at medium range than the other one, so and it has a small spread too, so I don't mind it. Up. Pretty quiet. No, he's ducked under. I will duck into the side too and top up. It's my OCD. Oh, joined the ballet. Where did that come from? Shooting gallery. Now, I could go a different route, but I think there's more action in this general direction. Easy target, and one shot to the right where he was shooting at. Didn't even look actually. Nobody. Nobody. Double tap from on top. Some people really like the Desert Eagle, but for some reason I'm always fighting the lag with it, and the recoil recovery is pretty slow. Yep. You've got to place your shots really carefully with this revolver. You've only got 5 rounds, none to spare, and the reload is very slow. Right, see this guy? I don't like my odds at this range with this weapon, so I'm just gonna duck back. But wait, this guy I'll take easily. Well, no arguing with that, Army Chief. Dead body means someone close. How about we have another look? Okay, so one of the quirks of gun game is that it's generally better to complete your kill and die, rather than not complete it and survive. So, at about this point, I'm now in a multiple target scenario. The newcomer hasn't noticed me yet, but he most likely will. I could choose to switch targets to him, and perhaps duck under the walkway to my right, so the original target can't return fire on me. Or I can stay on my current target for a bit longer. In this case, I'm going to stay on my current target even though he's starting to move out of sight, because I think he only has a little bit of health left to go. What I'll do is I'll also shift myself left a bit to try and get this pillar between me and the newcomer and buy me a few extra moments. So let's continue this at half speed. Reload. I'm lucky enough to catch him just before he goes out of sight, but while I'm plugging away, Senor Sneaky destroys me with his Vector. I think I almost had him there. Okay. Oh, and Army Chief has just spawned in there. Fair play, I did say it goes both ways. Now I'm happy to start plinking away at this distance. The wall gives plenty of cover if I need to reload. Though I expected one of us to be dead about now, but I guess he was too busy with his target. Hmm. It was actually somebody behind that got me. I hear gunfire right. Dead body, where is he? There he is. Second target, reload, fire. And just barely got him. So, that was nice. Let's take it back again. So, I don't think Super Vegeta was expecting me as he came around the corner. Particularly since, as he passed through there just a few seconds ago, he would have expected to be clear. But something interesting here, you notice that right after I got this guy with the Glock, I reloaded the 1911 immediately. I thought I heard 2 rounds fired from it, but if you count the muzzle flare, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rounds, leaving me only 3 in the 7-round mag. I'm glad I reloaded. I had to reload again halfway through Senor Sneaky, but since he had a bolt-action sniper, that cut me just enough of a break. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, last weapon, here we go. Here are some footsteps. There he is. That is one heavy knife. Bask in my success for just a moment. Taking it back a bit. So, OldSlappywag is way too savvy to come rushing into this doorway blindly. I know by this point that I'm dead in a few shots, before I can even get to him, so I don't lose anything by just tossing the cutlery at him. Now, if I had a bit of extra time, I might have gone and hidden closer to one side of the door for a better surprise knife kill, though maybe not the right side since the storage rack is in the way. And that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you took away something useful. I know I'm certainly not the best player out there, but there are still a ton of tips and tricks I could go into about Pavlov in general. I made this one because I think gun game doesn't get the press it deserves, and it's the one mode that really makes the most of the incredible work that the Pavlov developers have clearly put into the gun handling in this game. Kudos to you, Bankrupt. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do more videos. Otherwise, hey, I'm a busy guy. I've got some playing to do. Keep having fun, and see you out there.
And now everyone leave. Why does every gun game always end with everyone leaving every
I
time?
don't know.
What is it? Join into a
Wanna change the map or keep that one?